Welcome. Thank you for signing up to be a Curated Pathways Classroom volunteer. I'll be guiding you through a presentation of what the Curated Pathways program is and show you some of what your classroom volunteer tasks might entail. Curated Pathways sets women and underrepresented minorities on the path to STEM careers. For more information of the program, you can visit curatedpathways.org. You will be volunteering at the Curated Pathways pilot site, Ocala STEAM Academy in Allen Rock Union Elementary School District, where we have engaged since February of 2017 and will continue to engage all 480 students in the Curated Pathways website. Your tasks in the classroom may include supporting the classroom teacher as they guide students through the Curated Pathway application, included but not limited to answering student questions based on Curated Pathways activities within the application, helping students navigate the Curated Pathways website, helping students track evidence completion of Curated Pathways activities, or guest speaking, introducing yourself, telling the students what you do and what your education background is. As we move forward, you will see some of the things the teachers will be facilitating in week 1 of our launch on September 12th and September 13th. Our 7th and 8th grade class teachers are going to have students log into Curated Pathways if they participated in summer programming. Teachers will have usernames and passwords displayed, just in case students forgot what their usernames and passwords are. These students have participated previously, so they should all have them. But again, teachers will display these at the front of the room, and here's where students will insert that information. Usernames are here, passwords are here. Some students may not remember their usernames and passwords. This will be a good time for you to walk around and be able to see if any students are having difficulty logging in. Once the 7th and 8th graders have logged in, there will be a pop-up window for students that we know attended summer programming with Curated Pathways. They'll be directed to rate a summer activity. Teachers will ask students that participated in the Elevate Math program to go to the pathway, go to the pathway page using the tabs at the top of the screen. Once on the screen, they will scroll down, select Elevate Math program, and then scroll back to the top of the screen. They will then be able to select the Elevate icon and rate their activities just like the other students did. This is what will pop up. They will select their rating, answer their 2 questions, and click Done. This activity will then be added to their pathway. Once the students have done their summer program rating, they will move on to a full survey if they have not yet completed it. Any returning students should have done a full survey already, but we'll be asking them to go back and insert this information for any students that did not. This should take about 10 to 15 minutes. Teachers will display the student survey ID, and this is where the student will place that ID number. All 6th graders are going to be new to Curated Pathways. They'll be receiving a baseline survey. Same process. Teacher will display the survey ID number, and those students will then go and place that survey ID number here. Our baseline survey should last anywhere between 20 and 25 minutes. We may have a few 7th and 8th graders new to the school who will have to complete the baseline survey instead of the full survey. Once this is completed, students will then receive facilitation on computer literacy. The teachers will guide them through some basics, such as what is a web address, what is a search engine, and what's the difference between when they're searching for something, where they're going to put that at. Is it going to be in an address bar, or is it going to be a search engine? When we ask them to go to curatedpathways.com, we want them to know that they can go to the browser address bar and type in curatedpathways.com. We'll be showing them how to do screenshots from a laptop, which will help them as they're collecting their evidence to show that they've completed an activity. This should go by fairly quickly for 7th and 8th grade classes. They've already done this last semester, so they may not need a very long review for this. 6th graders will take a bit longer, and we'll have them practice some of the steps as we go through this. Now students will log into the Curated Pathways site if they haven't done so already. We'll make sure all students have usernames and passwords and have logged into the site without issue with the information the teacher displays. This is new to all 6th graders. They have not participated in Curated Pathways before this. We'll probably see that we have difficulty when those 6th graders are getting their usernames and passwords. Most times it's because they've just mistyped something and they'll have to go back and do it again. They do need to know that their passwords are case sensitive. Once everyone has logged in, they'll see the Curated Pathways homepage. This is where we'll show them how to navigate the site here. So main page, badges, activities, profile, pathway, and logging out. Teachers will do an overview of badges. We can go back. Teachers are going to ask any new students to create a profile. These will be mostly 6th graders. All 6th graders will do this piece. We'll have them select the Edit Profile button and fill in their information here. We may have a few new 7th and 8th graders that will also need to do this, but it shouldn't be many. Once they've updated their profile, they'll click Save, and then we'll move on to the badges. Teachers will do an overview of this for the students. The Badge tab shows the current set of activities that students have access to and can start or continue. It also shows what badges they have already earned, if they have earned any as a returning student. Once a student selects the badge they want to work on, they will be taken to the activities page where they select the activity in that badge. They must complete the specified number of activities listed to earn that badge. This varies for each activity set. It could be 7 or it could be 1. This specific activity on the screen only has 1 activity associated. So once the badge is selected, it comes here. There could be a list of activities in this set, or it could be 1 single activity. So in this case, just 1. Students will read the activity description here with the directions on how to proceed, select, and begin the activity. The activity will take the student out of the Curated Pathways website. Once they've completed the activity, they will track the evidence of completion based on directions in the activity description. Students will be directed to their Google evidence sheet, which they will have to open in a new tab. Teachers may review this right after the students log into Curated Pathways. Teachers will have the evidence documents ready for the class and guide them through the Google Classroom login. This will be reviewed in the computer literacy lesson. Students will either answer questions, which you'll find here within the activity description. We'll go back. All right, that'll be here within an activity description if there's questions associated with the activity. Students will track that evidence here in their Google document. Some activities require students to take a screenshot of a completed activity. They will take that screenshot and they will add that also to their evidence sheet. Next step, students will return to the Curated Pathways tab and select Add to Path. They come back to this screen, they click Add to Path. This will take them to the pathway page. On the pathway page, the student will select the activity that they have just completed. It will appear grayed out until they select it. Once they've selected it, it will be prompted to rate the activity and answer the questions on the screen. They will then click Done and receive a congratulations GIF. When they are back on their pathway page, the activity image will no longer be grayed out. This is the GIF they receive, and this would be the activity in full color once they've rated it and it's been added to their path. This is a general overview of what you may see during your volunteer session. Next steps include completing the volunteer application form you received in your introduction email, if you have not already done so. Select the shift or shifts you would like to volunteer and submit that. Once the form is complete, we will review your application and send your credentials to log into the volunteer portal. Thank you for participating in this Curated Pathways volunteer orientation.